Okay.
I normally start with a list of either or questions, just to sort of get to know you a bit better.
Of course.
So I'm going to give you two options, and then you just pick one of them. And
Okay.
please feel free to elaborate if you want to.
Okay, let's go.
So, do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer, of course.
Because
well, it's hotter, it's warmer. You can do whatever you want. Like when it's winter, it's snowy. You can't always go outside because it's too cold, or you have to put on jackets and stuff. But summer, you're just free to do anything.
I agree completely. I'm Norwegian, so I guess maybe it's because we also don't have a lot of summer up here.
Exactly. So we experience a lot of winter. We need more summer.
Yeah. Do you prefer water or wine?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I would say it depends on the situation, but I would say wine.
Red or white or bubbles?
Red.
Red. Good answers.
Yeah, right.
Do you prefer late nights or early mornings?
I hate early mornings, so I would say late nights. And I think it's kind of a teenage thing because I always do homework and stuff on late at night because then I'm more focused.
So you're definitely a night owl.
Yeah.
Do you prefer reading a book or watching the movie afterwards?
Watching the movie. I haven't read since I was like 14. So I'll watch them whenever my teacher is like, yeah, you need to read these pages. I'll like, is there a movie to that book? Like that. And there always is.
Yeah, very often.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah, I would say all the Harry Potter movies are kind of my favorites.
Oh, okay. So all your answers are the same, I would say. Only I love the Harry Potter books.
Oh, you like the books? Okay, so yeah. I chose to watch the movies, but I will read the books because I mean they are so goddamn good.
They are amazing, and the books even better. I mean, I love the movies as well, but there are so many things happening in the books that they have to leave out in the movies.
Oh, I understand.
So it's like they're the movies times 10.
Oh my God! Then I have to read it. Which is your favorite book?
I think perhaps The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay,
I like that a lot.
For me, only watch the movie. I would say Goblet of Fire is my favorite movie.
I think actually when it comes to the movies, it might be mine as well. But as a book, I prefer Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay, interesting.
Also, The Half-Blood Prince is amazing.
Yeah. Like in the books?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll have to read.
So, yeah, we have to talk about the books when you read them.
Yeah, great.
This is a very Norwegian question, but maybe it works for Swedes as well.
Yeah.
The Norwegian version is, do you prefer having a cabin in the mountains or a cabin by the sea?
Ooh, that's a hard question because I live like in the northern Sweden where there's a lot of mountains, but I also live like there's a mountain on the left and the sea is on the right. And now if I had to choose, I would say, oh God, this is so hard. The sea. I would say the sea. Yeah.
And again, you're stealing my answers.
Oh no, we're too much alike.
I grew up on a little island.
Oh,
so
God.
The sea would be my first answer, but we also have like these huge mountains right inland.
Yeah,
so.
it's hard.
Meat or fish? Or neither?
Meat. I like
favorite
meat.
Dish?
One more.
Favorite dish?
Favorite dish? Ooh, I have a lot. Because I love food. And so I would say, oh God, I'll keep it simple and I'll say pasta carbonara.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Chocolate or chips?
That's the most hard question. Oh my gosh, do I have to choose chocolate or chips? Oh, sweet Lord. Well, I love both of them equally. I mean, it's chocolate and it's chips. Pair them with each other. I would say, I'd say chocolate because chips I can only like eat whenever I watch a movie, but chocolate I can eat anytime, any given like day or.
Okay, chocolate or licorice?
I don't like licorice.
Okay, good. Then you can have all the chocolate, and I'll take the licorice.
Okay, that's great.
I mean, you're always really, really well dressed.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
I always ask, do you prefer casual or dressy?
Dressy. I mean, casual is nice, but I just love to, you know, to mix things up and just what should I wear today? And so, yeah, dressy.
Yep. Singing in Swedish or singing in English?
Singing in English. I think that singing in Swedish is great when it's, you know, it's raw, and because it's the language that we all speak in Swedish in Sweden. So everything is so naked. So you can't just say anything. You have to be you know, careful with the words, and you have to have finesse. So it's really hard to get it right. But English is so, you know, open. So I could, you know, it's easier.
Yeah.
Some kind of way.
Ballads or up-tempo songs?
That's the hardest question you asked me. That's too hard. I mean, ballads are great. You can sing your heart out, but you know, up tempo is so good. And I like to think voices as kind of both. It's like there's fire in the rain, but it's also, hey, you can stop this now. So I think, oh God, up tempo songs because they're great to dance to and to, you know, have fun too. So you could listen to them any single time, anything like any given time.
Is it a difference between what you like singing and listening to when it comes to up-tempo or ballad?
Yeah, because you know, I'll be singing Bruno Mars, but then I go home and listen to Adele, and you know, vice versa. So yeah, there's a difference.
Okay, so those were the either-or questions.
Okay. Those are great. Thank you.
Thank you. I've been thinking a bit of, I mean, you're completely isolated where you are now. Yeah. But coming from Sweden, which has been fairly open during the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
How are you coping with all of a sudden being locked up?
Yeah, it's a little bit like uncomfortable because I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, a good like restaurant, or I would love to go to brunch or something, and I'm like, that's not possible. So we have to order everything in, and it's a little bit boring actually, because and now that I'm in a new country, I would love to just, you know, go out to sightseeing and to see like what does the mall look like here. Like I would love to go into a mall, or just, you know, taste the McDonald's here. But so it's a little bit different, but also I have a lot to do. So I still I'm in my room doing homework, and I'm out here doing like press. So I don't have like all the time to be thinking of how isolated I am. So that's good. And so it's a little bit hard, but not so much because I always have stuff to do here. So
yeah. Are you allowed to go out at all? Like go for a walk or go running or whatever?
Exactly. So we have like a great walk. What can you say? Like we have, I don't know the rules exactly, but I know that we can go out, but we can't like go inside cafes or the malls or anything like that. So we've been walking at, you know, around the lake, around the water here, and just look at stuff.
Yeah, so you get to see a bit of Rotterdam.
Yeah, that's great.
So how are you juggling school and Eurovision? You said you were doing homework.
I am, and it's really hard. Because I think it's all about the concentration, you know. I've been like on full game mode with the song and with the performance. And now I have to like trade all that and cope and just think about something completely different. You know, I have a biology assignment about proteins, and I'm just stressing over that. And also I'm doing this, you know, language history assignment. So I have to trade I have to be in that mode, and it's really hard because I'm just thinking about what can I do better on stage next time? What should I change next time? What are the lyrics to voices? So it's quite challenging, but I'm trying to keep both balanced.
Yeah. So what are you going to change for next time on stage?
I think, we had a great rehearsal. I was really happy with how everything came together, both with the new visuals and
it looks stunning.
Right?
Yeah.
And the new outfit. So I think I'm very comfortable with how it all came together. We're just have small changes with the camera stuff and so on, but nothing major. I think we're pretty good. Yeah.
You're always wearing like really colorful, happy colors. Yeah. Your clothes are always like super bright, and you can't help but get in a good mood when you see them. Is this something you always do, or is this especially when you're on stage?
I always do that because I love clothes, and I love to as I said, to just throw around clothes and be like, what should I wear today? And whenever I remember my dream, I always remember thinking about clothes. And when I'm up all night, I just go into on the web and just search for clothes, which is very dangerous because I end up buying a lot. Very dangerous. So I have like bills coming out. I'm like, when did I buy this? And like, yeah, it was that night when I couldn't sleep.
Remember what you actually ordered?
I don't, because it's in the middle of the night and then I'll forget it. But whenever I wake up and see like my clothes, because they're all bright and colorful, I'll be on a great mode. I'm always, as you said, with my nails, with colors. So I get really happy, in a happy place when I see the colors, and that's why I don't like to dress up too much in black. I love how black looks on me, but I don't get as happy with the color.
I think 97% of my wardrobe is black.
That's like the usual go-to, because black looks good on everything and with everything.
So you started singing at a very young age.
Yeah.
I did. Choirs.
In choirs, in church, in school, yeah.
Do you still sing in choir?
I do not. I don't actually, and I miss it so much because I was actually talking with to my backup singer and background like choir this other day that that it's so much fun to do harmonies and to just come together and sing, and that's something I haven't done in a long time. So I'm hoping for like a sing along here with the rest of the contestants someday. Because that's where my roots are. Like I was 5 years old singing in a church choir in Congo-Kinshasa, where I'm from, and it was wonderful. So yeah.
Yeah. You have experienced a lot in your life that most people cannot relate to. Yeah. How has this had an influence on both you as a person, but also you as an artist?
Okay, so yeah, of course it has had a huge impact on my person, because I wouldn't have been the person I am today or be here without everything like experience. But I think I've learned to experience negative things and like hard things, but come out on the other end stronger and much more hopeful. Because whenever I feel like I've done the negative thing, I've experienced a negative thing, I always think, well, because I've experienced this negativity, there's only positivity left. Like there's no negative thing that could happen again. So I feel like that has taught me a lot. And as an artist, I think I have, like in my song Voices, whenever I'm on stage, I feel the presence of every negative thought I've ever had and every single like painful moment I've had in my life. And I release that energy and transform it to like happy energy and hopeful energy, because that pain, it can't like hurt me. It can't hurt me. So it can only be useful, like as an energy sort of. And I hope that me like channeling that energy and making it to a happy energy will inspire other people to rise above the problems they have in their lives or the bad memories and trauma they've experienced, to just get it out of the system and make it happy energy, because it can't hurt you anymore.
I think your story is really important to young people, because a lot of people do sort of let themselves get down by things that are not nearly as negative and dramatic as what you have experienced. And seeing that you can get through that and still be a successful, happy young man is, I think it's a good thing to show other people. I'm a teacher, in addition to being a Eurovision journalist, and I showed my students your winning performance from Melodifestivalen, and they are seriously singing your song non-stop.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, can we sing something else for once?
No, keep singing voices.
And we've also looked through, sort of looked at your history, and they're super fascinated by this. So I think you're going to get a lot of young Norwegian votes.
Oh, that's so much fun, and I like how you say that those things with that everything negative in life doesn't have to be as dramatic, and there's always you always have to have hope that things will get better, because things always get better. So that's a great, thank you for bringing that up, and thank you so much for sharing about your students. That made my day.
Yeah, I think they're going to be completely ecstatic when they see this interview.
Oh, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
But other than school and rehearsing and going for walks, what do you do when you have time off in Rotterdam? Also back in Sweden.
Yeah, okay. So I'm a huge TV show geek. I'm a nerd, so I always watch all the TV shows, like Friends and How I Met Your Mother and Modern Family and everything there is to watch on Netflix. So I'm of course doing that here. And also, I sometimes I phone home, I call my parents, and I talk with my friends. So that's like my whole day, and eat a lot of food.
Oh, I approve so much of this. How was it, or how is it really? You came to Sweden when you were 9?
8.
Yeah. And one thing I've always wanted to ask is, having grown up in the north of Norway, how was it seeing snow for the first time?
Oh, it was crazy. We've heard tales about snow. It was like, what is snow? We actually gathered, and we were talking about this, and how is it going to feel? What is it like? I hadn't seen it before, and everybody was like, yeah, it's really cold in Sweden. There's snow. And I didn't know, snow in French, because we spoke French, is neige. So we will be like, how is neige? The neige. And then we came, because it was in September, we came to Sweden. We had huge coats. We have big coats. And we were like, well, let's get ready for this. And it was sunny, no snow whatsoever. And we were like, well, they fooled us. But then 2 months after, the snow just came, and I was so scared at first. I was like, what is this? I tasted it and everything. It was like, ooh, it was so, but it was beautiful, but it was also kind of uncomfortable. It's cold, but it's not. And then it became water. So I was just confused, as an 8-year-old seeing snow for the first time.
I can imagine.
But it was, and then so it was just a whole new thing for us.
Do you do any winter sports?
Yeah, okay. So I actually love to, I don't know the word for it in English, but slalom.
Yeah, downhill skiing.
Yeah, downhill. It's actually very much fun. I remember the first times I always, you always fall the first time. And So I hated it, but then I became better at it, and now I'm in love with it whenever there is time for it. And I live like as I said, the mountains on the left side. I can always go and ski.
Yeah. So you have mountains right next to you, and you have the sea right next to you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a dream.
Nice. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
What do you do in your like if you go out with friends?
Okay, if I go out with friends.
Yeah.
So my friends have all turned 18 now, and we're in a pandemic. So I would love to just go out and take, a beer or red wine, but now it's not possible because of the pandemic and stuff like that. So right now, whenever we hang, we just watch a movie or play games at each other's house or stuff like that, and just enjoy each other's company, because I don't get to hang out with my friends as much anymore because I'm always working and doing school. So I'm hoping that, because I'm graduating right after Eurovision, so I hope to be able to spend more time with them after that in the summer.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
I assume you've heard most of the songs from this year. Yeah. If you were to choose one of them and make your own version of it, which one would you pick, and how would you change it?
Okay, so I'm actually, that's a great question. I think I would pick Iceland's Daddy with 10 years, because it's really funky, but I would love to make you like maybe a ballad, like how does it keep getting better? Every day our love finds a new way. The good time we spent together. Oh,
excellent.
I don't remember
that is brilliant.
Thank you.
It would be so cool if you actually could meet and do that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm so excited to meet everybody, to just have a sing along.
Yeah. We could probably arrange that.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, on the live stream or something. That would be super cool. Yeah, I'm talking to him on Wednesday, so I could sort of just mention it.
Exactly. I would love that. Great.
Okay, so I think we've gone well over time. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. And read Harry Potter.
Yeah, I will. I have a lot of free time now, so I can actually start. Like, but is it better like in English, or can I like?
I've actually done a comparison between the translations from English to Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish, and the Swedish translation is actually very good.
Okay.
But it's always better reading it in the original language. As long as you're able to, and so I would recommend the English.
Yes, great. Thank you so much.